this has got to stop. The obsession that everyone has about Trump or the Department of Justice releasing the Epstein list. We already have the Epstein Black Book. We already have multiple pictures of Epstein with multiple important people, and we've done absolutely fucking nothing with that information. So the idea that the Department of Justice, currently being run by like the biggest Trump stooge in the world, is going to release a piece of paper and that is somehow going to motivate people into action. Do something now. Finish what's on your plate. How about we take care of the people that we have pictures of with their arms around each other smiling and or with sometimes with women in the picture? And why don't we deal with that first, and then you can get a list. Then you can get your little to-do list. It's this weird version thing that adults have. To me, it's like it's a similar premise to like religion or Santa Claus, where they believe there's a list somewhere that is going to help elucidate for them who's good and who's bad. More importantly, who's bad, like a naughty or nice Santa-like list. And even though they have done nothing to go after the bad people we all know to exist, this list is going to clarify things for them, and also somehow isn't going to indict any of the people that they like.
Yeah. So I would also say that. I would also say that, and this is I'm not making equivalents of the things, but I'm saying like Republicans, liberals, and conservatives, they both have their lists of things. Do you know what I mean? Like they both have their things of like, oh, Hunter Biden's laptop, or Hillary Clinton's emails, or the Epstein list, and you're like, ultimately none of it, like it all feels like it's just to control you folks and get you like to be focused and have the bad guy. And I'm not saying the equivalent of like they're both equally bad. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying it feels like
they're all bad. They're all bad. But the problem is,
I'm saying it feels like a control thing to be like, to have something to get you riled up and look towards and keep hoping. It's like the hot dog at the end of the stick. It's like you keep being like, and that'll happen. The Trump tax return. You're like, that's gonna happen, and then that's gonna fix it. And you're like, it's not. Nothing. None of this is gonna fix. There's not a way we get this guy in a legal way.
Not to be a jerk, it's a carrot at the end of the stick, not a hot dog.
Speak for yourself.
He couldn't. They did a carrot on a stick. You said, I don't give a fuck about the carrot.
I'm not moving anywhere. I'm just like, okay. I just like batting that carrot. And then they put the hot dog, and I'm like, oh, okay. Now we're off to the race.
I just think what's so crazy is like, if anything, Jeffrey Epstein should be the one guy uniting the country off. Let's get the people who were friends with this guy, and yet somehow we've taken the one thing that we all can agree on, and that guy's being bad, and we put it through a partisan lens.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's all con men. I know all these politicians are con men just running the show. It's just, how are there so many people in this world who don't go, oh, wow, there's a lot of people on this list, let's go after all of them. Instead, they have to go, no, Tom Hanks was on the list. Maybe. And he's not even on the list. Go after the people in the picture, and then we can talk conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
The thing with conspiracy theorists is like, they want it to stay a conspiracy, because the moment they prove it's not a conspiracy, they have to do something about it.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. The whole joy of conspiracy theory is you can never really prove it, so you never have to fucking do anything about it. You can just whine about it to your fucking loser friends.
That's really true, Gianmarco.
Joe Rogan talking about aliens still. And I go, okay, so if you think the government's hiding aliens, when Trump was there, did you think to maybe fucking ask? No, of course not. Of course not.
I mean, that's my least of Joe Rogan's issues.
That's my number one issue.
I saw a clip from him in 2016 today. Did you see that one going around? And it was like, basically someone.
No, but I'm sure I watched it when it came out originally.
Someone on Twitter was basically like, Joe Rogan should just have a segment where he watches himself from like 2006, like earlier versions
Oh,
of
sure,
himself,
sure.
and you're like, oh my god. And he's like talking about immigration. He's like, it's just so horrible. People want to come to America for a better life, and blah, blah, like, and you're like, that is crazy to just see, like, and be like, that doesn't feel like so long ago. But you look at the footage and you're like, oof, oof, time to people. People really can, and I'm not talking about like the fact that he's like sitting in weird saunas and freezing himself and all that stuff, but like,
That's fine.
just,
Go do that.
go do
Go do
that.
that. Stay in
But
the sauna.
something in your body is screaming. Some toxic thing in your body is trying to get out some way, and it's not getting out.
Do you remember that thing that happened with so Tova, like as a joke years ago, we were like, we're starting to kiss, and I was like, oh, I don't think this is the end. And she said,
What does that
like
mean?
as a joke, we had sex. That's what I'm saying.
Why are you saying it's so weird?
Because she's your manager, talk respectfully about her.
Okay.
We started to kiss, and we said, this is base one.
Oh,
I think you hit the ball a little harder.
Okay.
Home run, maybe.
I
We'll
got
see.
it. I got it now. Okay. I was like, I just didn't understand what you were saying. Oh, you wish.
I got the head's way bigger than the shaft, so it gets in, and I go, oh, fuck.
I can't get it out. I can't get it out. It's like quicksand.
So
okay.
it's like a joke, to put on sexy music. She said, Alexa, play the Joe Rogan Experience. And my Alexa said, resuming the Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah.
And she fucking lost it. And it was him interviewing someone that it was interesting, like Jay Leno. I remember Jay Leno came on. I was like, I'm curious about Jay Leno.
That is
by the way,
really
my Alexa is now playing the Joe Rogan Experience. Alexa, stop.
It's like resuming Steve Bannon.
You're listening to The Downside
The Downside.
with Gianmarco Soresi.